Good evening and welcome to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. And Coach, just seems like we were here a couple days ago. Well, wait a minute, we were.
We were here a couple days ago. Always great to come back to Pinconning, Jeff, and I think we got a good basketball game tonight on the boys' side this time.
Well, the Harrison Hornets, although they are winless on the year, they've got a first-year coach, Scott Hawley, and he says, my kids are working hard, they're getting better every game, and really getting better does not always equate to wins and losses.
Yeah, you know, they're doing some of the little things, Jeff. You know, talking to Coach before the basketball game, he really was very positive, very upbeat about his squad, likes his team, likes his kids on and off the floor. He said they're working hard, doing some nice things, and he sees an improvement on every time they hit the floor. So he feels really good about this squad. And so, you know, there's an opportunity to get that first win tonight against a really, really good Pinconning team.
Well, we also had a chance to spend some time with Casey Pashik, and, you know, Casey is loving the fact that they're playing basketball, but he says working 3 days a week, it's really tough when you got some bruises and nicks and bangs and cuts to give those kids a day or two to heal, because there really isn't when you're playing 3 times a week.
Yeah, and you're right. There's no time to heal because you're back at it about 48 hours later. They're playing 3 games a week. But you know what? Everybody's got to deal with this pandemic in that same way, Jeff. They're all beat up. They're bumps and bruises. No time to rest. But I think the key to this thing is kids are back in school. Kids are back playing basketball and doing the things that kids love to do. And that's really important, not only for the kids, the community, for the high school, and everybody. So it's fun to watch.
But we have got a very special talent. There's many on this team, but we watched this young, raw kid 3 years ago as a freshman. His name was Zachary Johnson. Did some things well, showed you in other stretches he was a freshman. That young man has matured.
Yeah, he has really done a nice job, Jeff. We talked about that before the pregame show, how much he's matured, how better he's got, how bigger he's gotten, and how much of a leader is now. He's averaging 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. So, you know what? He came up and took his lumps as a freshman and a sophomore, but man, he has really, really done a nice job at the varsity level for 4 years.
Well, and then there's a kid next to him, you know, last name of Janoski, that last year when we were here dumped in 32 against Gladwin. So when you've got 2 people up front that can make it happen, then you're in good shape. But then you look back at 2 quality guards, and you've got an awesome inside-outside game.
Yeah, Janoski's got a double figures too, 12 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, and 3 assists. So you're looking at 33 points a game between those 2 players. They do really nice things, Jeff. And you look at the schedule. We talked about the schedule. The Spartans are 5-1 on the road and 6-1 overall. It's nice to come home, don't you think? Have a little taste of home cooking once in a while.
Well, and this team is off to their best start since the guy that's now the head coach was a player here at Pinconning.
Yes. It's was that Mr. Viewer we're talking about?
No, Casey Pashik.
Casey Pashik.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Casey Pashik in his throwback vest tonight, he thought,
yes,
from Mike View. That's what I was thinking about. But, yeah, I mean, that's a great start. But on the road, 5-1, 6-1 overall, you know what? That's going to be really nice at tournament time, playing in maybe somebody else's gym. So, you know, take your hat off to the Spartans. They're road warriors, but they got an opportunity to get a home victory tonight.
Well, Harrison's going to have their hands full tonight because Pinconning took their first loss of the year in their last contest, and I'm pretty certain they're going to want to come out and make a statement tonight that was a fluke.
Well, you know, anytime you go up to Beaverton and play the Beavers and Roy Johnson, it's always going to be a tough game. But you know what? You learn from that. You look at the good things. You work on the things that you need to work on. Get ready for the next game. There's a reason the windshield's bigger than the rearview mirror, my friend. Put that one behind you. Let's get ready for Harrison.
Gotta love the words of wisdom, Coach. That puts the wraps on our pregame show sponsored by Covenant Healthcare. Excited about all the game action just around the bend right here on Bay County TV.
At Covenant Healthcare, we lead with the most advanced technology. We lead With the most experienced, comprehensive medical and surgical teams, we lead with partnerships to teach our future doctors and with organizations who help us bring world-renowned care close to home. We lead because our patients are at the center of everything we do. Covenant Healthcare, extraordinary care for every generation.
Good evening and welcome, Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. Nick Page is filming tonight. Mike, this should be a lot of fun to see how Pinconning responds after their first loss of the season.
I got a good feeling, Jeff. I think the Spartans are going to respond very well tonight against Harrison.
Well, they're starting with some tenacious defense. Ball down on the ground, and Zach Johnson got the rebound, tried to outlet, and ball sailed in between the two teammates and went out of bounds. An unforced turnover for the Pinconning area Spartans. We'll keep track of those unforced turnovers. As Pinconning really looks like they got a spring in them step defensively.
They're really, you can hear the tennis shoes just a squeaking, Jeff. That means they're moving their feet, doing a lot of good things on defense. Very active.
We'll get a chance to see their first offensive set. As down the floor they come. Looking into the corner. Tried to force feed that ball to the inside. Had Zach Johnson sitting in the corner and maybe forced that ball just a little bit. Good recovery defense that time by the Pinconning area Spartans. As Zach Johnson altered the shot.
Yeah, nice challenge. Verticality, straight up, then swat down at the ball, Jeff. Good job on defense by Johnson.
I would say in the first minute and 25 seconds of this first quarter, tempo has been already set by Harrison. So that ball goes out of bounds, and it will go back over to the Pinconning area Spartans as they try and solve this Harrison defense a minute and a half into our first quarter.
Harrison coming out playing a little bit of zone defense against the Pinconning Spartans, Jeff. And definitely keeping a very, very close eye on Johnson.
They almost have that matchup look.
It almost looks like a boxing one right now, Jeff. I'll take another peek at it, but they're really doing keeping an eye on Johnson.
Zachary, he's got one shot altered and one shot blocked, and alters another shot. So 2 alters and a block in the first 2 minutes of the first quarter for Zach Johnson. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will go back over to the Pinconning Spartans. Still no score, Mike. 2+ minutes into the first.
You can see Pinconning wants to get up and down the floor, Jeff, and that was a nice break. You had the rim runner, Janoski, going right down the middle of the floor, just a little bit, a little off on the pass. But Pinconning wants to get up and down.
Almeida's going to reset the show as they move that ball around. Trying to get that nice position underneath. Great job that time by Janoski, but again, excellent defense there as big number 55, Gillespie, used great defense.
One of the nice things about Johnson, Jeff, on the back end, he's big enough. If you do get beat on defense, he's there to pick up the slack and swat that ball away. That's a foul, first foul of the game, team foul number 1 for the Pinconning area Spartans.
Well, and he uses great verticality defense, so he's not going to put himself in a problem to get into foul trouble. Trying to bring that ball out. Ashcroft has the ball tipped. Trying to move it around again. Looks like the Spartans are everywhere. Fight for that loose change down on the ground. And Gillespie with a real nice kiss off the high glass.
He's got some
big space eater.
Yeah, he's got some power down there. He gets the ball down, he's going to be tough to stop.
Tommy Noski up top.
See, it's almost, see the box of 1, number 23 for the Hornets is Logan Ashcroft, Jeff. He's going wherever Johnson's going, he's following.
DJ Levine.
We've watched that a
tickles
few
the
years.
twine on the try. But he had a good opportunity. He squared up, knew he was going to get the ball, and in rhythm let it fly. First points is down the floor. Here's Levine again, and he could not get there. But Janoski says, how about a little loose change with a kiss off the glass and a putback?
Nice job by Janoski, Jeff, running the floor, doing that fast break. Good recovery.
So Levine's looking to run again as they get that ball out. Nice skip pass, wide open. As Almeida couldn't get the shot to drop. Good job into the corner by Hunter Davis to pull down the rebound.
And that's a good shot. He was wide open, had time to sit on, just a little bit short, but not a bad shot for the Spartans.
As Gillespie's trying to go to the hole against Zach Johnson, and I don't think he's going to make a living trying to post up against Zach underneath.
It's going to be a good matchup down there.
Free throw extension now, trying to move the ball back as the Harrison team does. Zach Johnson gets his hands on one. And a little teardrop from Almeida. And we got timeout on the floor, 7-2, as Harrison will take a timeout with 3:14 left in the first. Back in a moment on Bay County TV.
AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested transportation service. For over a decade, we have been helping our clients to get to their destination on time, in style, and comfort. AAA's services include non-emergency medical transport, wheelchair accessible, school transportation, and shuttle services. We strive to provide exceptional customer service and tailor our fleet to meet your individual needs. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. To set up your next appointment, give us a call at 989-893-8294.
Back on Bay County TV, Jeff Dodd and Mike Wasdala along with you as the head man of the Pinconning area Spartans with words of wisdom on the first timeout as Casey Pashik goes, yep, fellas, first few trips down the floor, we got the cobwebs out, but the last 3-4 trips down have resulted in good offensive distribution.
Nice control, fast break down here the last time, Jeff. Almeida just kind of slowed it down, looked for the open man. Pinconning got the easy basket. It's not how fast how you go all the time. It's how you are under control during that break.
I love your phrasing, the controlled break, because that is the key to the break, to not run at a 10 speed all the time.
That's a nice back door. That was a nice back door right there. Good pass by number 5, Erskine, for number 23, Ashcroft. Jeff, you got overplayed. Naturally, you take one step out, cut back door, good play. Real made famous by John Beeline and the Michigan Wolverines during his tenure, and you see a lot of that with Michigan and Jawan Howard.
Rattles home for Ashcroft. Just a junior. Second free throw attempt forthcoming. Look at the soft rims here, Coach. I know that makes you a happy boy.
Nothing like a good soft rim.
7-4, the Pinconning area Spartans with possession and the 3-point lead. DJ Levine lets a rainbow fall that's halfway down the hole and spins out. Boy, he had some Willie Masconi English on that thing.
In again, out again, Finnegan.
As Ashcroft sends that ball back up to Davis, trying to dribble penetrate. Ooh, a nice little floater from 5 gets the friendly roll.
A little teardrop, 7-6, Jeff. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Boy, he stepped out of bounds, yeah.
Got that ball just a little bit deep, and got to have good floor presence to know exactly where you're at.
Well, and the Spartans like to get the ball into the short corner, Jeff. That's kind of like down there just off the lane right behind the backboard. So you'll see Johnson down there, and that's kind of where they can run their offense from.
Everything runs through him in the short corner.
Yep.
And with the lead in the game, 8-7.
Little 6-0 run right now for the Hornets.
Down inside 2 minutes left in our first quarter of play. Ball knocked out of bounds as they tried to get that ball to Janoski. Good active defense with their hands by the Hornets. DJ Levine sends that thing over. A great wide open look. Almeida tickles the twine. He was squared up, ready to fly.
That was a nice looking jump shot. Spartans needed that. They had a little bit of a dry spell there, but stemmed the tide. Good pass. Harrison passes the ball really well. They're very well coached. Coach Hawley does a nice job with his kids.
And they give up a good shot for a better shot. I like to see that.
Yep.
And Coach Hawley's really working hard with these kids, and it's showing. As they slide the ball around, Janoski trying to slide that ball inside as they tried to feed Zachary Johnson, and he was all tied up. Again, another nice defensive set for the Harrison Hornets.
Yeah, Harrison very active, got good hands, good feet on defense, Jeff. Even though they're playing that box and one, they got defensive principles when you play a zone, man-to-man principles.
Trying to go strong to the hole. Zach Johnson's going to get it. He wants to go coast to coast. Right around the defender. Can't get the fingertip roll to drop. But boy, what a job he did of getting around the defender that was looking to draw the charge.
Yeah, a little Euro-type step by Johnson right there. Jeff taking it to the rack in the game for the Spartans, number 20. Nolan Zier out is Janoski.
Janoski's got a little bit of a tender ankle, so I think they're going to try and limit his minutes as much as the score might indicate they're able to do.
Keep the shoe on and maybe throw a little bit of ice. Another nice back door.
Travel.
Yep. Well,
kind of blew a tire there.
It blew a tire, but good. That's good coaching right there by Coach Hawley and his team. When it gets overplayed, you go back door. If you don't get the ball, you just keep going on right through.
Labine with 15 ticks left in the first. As they go, nice skip pass. Almeida back to Labine with 5 seconds left. They're going to have to burp this thing up pretty quick. Zachary Johnson has that ball knocked away at the end of our first quarter. We're all knotted up at 10-10. Back in a moment for the second quarter on Bay County TV.
Inside, outside, or even in your home, there are lots of ways to enjoy amazing food from Bay City Bills. Our dining room is ready for you, and so is our new outdoor seating, both meeting current state guidelines. And we are ready for you with takeout too. Stop in to Bay City Bills at 1215 Michigan Avenue or find us on Facebook or at www.baycitybills.com to see our full menu.
Back on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. Nick Page is doing the film work tonight. Mike, and it's going to be interesting to see how Pinconning starts the second quarter because little gimmick defense by Harrison has kind of got him out of sync just a little bit.
Yeah, a little box and one on Johnson. So you and that'll help when you start hitting those outside shots. And Johnson with that box and one, he can start getting a little more freer inside the lane, maybe running baseline to get some more open shots for him.
Yep, and Nolan's there with that three ball again. When you can get any penetration and have that defense collapse, your wings better be squared up, ready to shoot the rock, and that's exactly what they had from Zaire.
And Johnson can't get frustrated, Jeff. He's just got to keep moving and take number 23, Ashcroft, out of the play and maybe just sit in the corner for a little bit.
Janoski has that thing partially blocked. Another shot blocked. Look at Zach Johnson fighting for the loose. Oh, Janoski got the loose change. As they go back up top, almost a travel as he tried to get those Tootsies squared up. Again, Zach Johnson a little bit more active now as he went right into a double team. Somebody's open when you look opposite. And now they're going to go back around the horn. Janoski trying to go as that ball is down again, and now they're going to have the ball. Nope, they're going to call Pinconning foul on number 11.
Dakota Mays. Yeah, Dakota's had some good looks at it tonight, Jeff. It's just not dropping for the young man, but he's working hard, getting some good looks, so they'll start falling for him.
6:45 left in the first half as they fight for the loose change again. Here comes Zach Johnson down the floor. He comes behind his back.
His shadow's right there with him. Number 23, Erskine.
Ashcroft is just really expended a lot of energy on the defensive floor. Trying to slide around. Again, there's that perfect inside-out look. Yanoski tickles the twine. You get that penetration and collapse. It's up to the wing players to make it happen.
And Johnson took his man all the way to the other side of the floor, Jeff. That's why that shot was so wide open.
Again, errant pass. Zach Johnson's going to finish, no doubt about it. Oh, and on the floor, they called that foul before he went to the hole. But, man, when you've got long strides like that, it seems like he ate up a whole lot of the court in a hurry.
It took him about 10 steps to get up and down the floor. It would take us 10 days to get up and down the floor.
I was going to say the sundial would have been our trip up the floor. 6:01 left in the first half as the ball goes into Lupke. Dribble penetrates, and again, moving it around, again into the short corner. And Harrison really is ready for Zach Johnson in that short corner. He's got a flash as he does flash up to the free throw line, and that's the triangle you're talking about, Coach. Baseline,
yep.
Free throw extension.
Now
up by 6, they can show patience. Nice look, partially deflected though, and that was a good defensive play by the Harrison Hornets. Looking to dribble penetrate, and a nice soft shot. Look at Zach Johnson coming down the floor. What a great job, and an extra pass going on the other side, but Yanoski's fighting for the loose ball down there. And we're going to have an alternate possession jump ball, and that's going to go back to Harrison.
Referees, this is a physical game. Referees are definitely letting these young men play. And you have to take that into consideration, Jeff. If they're going to watch you play, you might get hacked and might not get the call. Good jump stop.
A real nice jump stop. Defense sails right by and then uses that expensive piece of glass.
That's what they put it up there for. You didn't ever have to use that because you never hit the rim.
From 15 in, it was cotton.
16
Anything out,
dude,
can't hit the ocean if I'm standing.
You couldn't hit the floor.
Moving the ball around, another wide open 3 ball. Off the mark, and that time Zerg has got to make sure that he follows that shot. As Zerg follows that shot, Mike, he's got an easy lane to the basket. But, a lot of times you just admire that for a split second. It's too late. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Village Towing and Auto Repair of Kaukaulin and Bay City is here to help you in your hour of need with fast and friendly service. With over 30 years of towing experience, we know how to get the job done quickly and safely. From big to small, we do it all. Give us a call at 989-684-9607 for all your towing needs.
Back on Bay County TV, and look at that beautiful sign. Mike, where did we get that sign from?
We got that from our friends at Eberhard Sign Works, Jeff, over there on Woodside and over by the 7-Eleven in beautiful Essexville. So appreciate the gang over there helping us out. The official sign company of Bay County TV.
They outdid themselves with a beautiful sign.
Give them a call for anything you need.
As they go back up top, Ashcroft was trying to do the handoff, and Yanoski anticipated that. Gillespie has the pocket picked by Yanoski, and they're going to say it had a little wrist.
It's going to be Yanoski's first personal team foul, number 5 against the Spartans.
Still not in the bonus for either team. This Harrison with only 1 team foul here halfway through the second.
Yeah, that was a good call. Good defense by number 4, DJ Labine, Jeff. Good call by the official right down here in front of us. Back over to the Pinconning area Spartans. 4:05 to go here in the first half, up 4.
And these two gentlemen on this side of the floor both worked the JV game as they brought Jim Martin in for the other. How about that backdoor look to DJ Labine? Nice, never brought the ball down, ate it with his teeth, and then put it right off the glass for the deuce.
Nice pass right there, and good backdoor cut, Jeff, by Labine to get that easy basket. 18-12, Pinconning with the lead.
Boy, Gillespie just not interested in taking that thing to the hole. Janoski coming with a nice free throw extension down to the hole, rebound. As now Labine gets that in the short corner. Look at again the double team. Labine squares up, lets it fly.
Good shot.
Second one that's been halfway down. You'll take that shot all night.
That was a good shot. Keep putting them up in the air. They'll go in.
And the miss again. Look at the Lemke coming down the floor. Almeida sends that back up. Nice dribble drive, sends that ball out. Wide open. Another three ball again, just off the mark for Almeida.
Another good look by the Spartans, Jeff. Here come the Harrison Hornets, down 6. 2:40 to go here in the first half.
When you're getting good looks out of the offense, I mean, making that shot is the bonus. You know, Coach can't be sad when the shots come out of the offense like they have in the first half for Pinconning. Here goes Johnson. He is going to give that ball up. I thought he was going to go coast to coast. He drew the defender. Almeida says, thank you for the loose change.
He may not be scoring a lot tonight, Jeff, but he's doing a lot of the little things. He's playing defense, and he's taking some defense on the offensive end of the floor away from people and blocking shots. Those are the type of things you don't see in the newspaper articles.
So what you're saying is Harrison is acutely aware of who Zach Johnson is and where he is on the floor?
Absolutely. At all times, my friend.
We got a timeout on the floor once again. 20-12, Pinconning up by 8, 2:10 left in the first half. Back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Essexville Hampton Public Schools uses the latest technology and a STEM-based curriculum for all students. As the first district in the region with a 2nd through 12th grade one-to-one Chromebook program, we strive to prepare your child for the future. Regional partnerships with First Robotics, STEM organizations, local associations, and colleges are cornerstones for success. Offering of custom courses driven by student interests. Essexville Hampton Public Schools. Innovation at its best.
Back on Bay County TV, Jeff Doden and Mike Guazdala along with you. Nick Page filming tonight as Coach Hawley saw something in that last offensive set that he thought needed correcting and called the timeout. We'll see what they run out of this timeout.
Yeah, a little bit of a 4-0 run by the Spartans, Jeff. He just didn't want to get too far away.
And we almost saw the slam, bam, and jam. He maybe took off just a foot or so farther out than he had anticipated, but Ashcroft got a little hand in the back, and he's going to earn 2 at the line.
That would have brought down the house if that would have went down, Jeff. But again, we talked just before the timeout. He's doing a lot of things, not scoring a lot of points tonight, but he's playing defense, he's blocking shots, and he's taking number 23, Ashcroft, on that box and one out of it, and doing a nice job.
And look at Casey Pashik right now. He's saying, why isn't that an intentional foul? He pushed him in the back, made no attempt to go for the ball. And the official's probably like, you know what, you might have a point there, but I didn't see it that way. But Casey gets his say and maybe plants the seed.
Well, that's what you have to do, Jeff. You got to let them know that you're in the game, and the next time that might happen, you get that call.
Almeida going to the hole. There'll be a blocking foul. As not able to get back in time is number 11, Van Antwerp.
Well, this little 30, 45 second run right here by the Pinconning area Spartan is all because they're starting to pick it up on the defensive end of the floor and getting those easy transitions, Jeff, and the baskets, getting to the free throw line. Just got to start making their free throws.
Well, they've outscored Harrison by 11 in this second quarter, so there's another turnover and down the floor. Unselfish Labine gives the recipient of the nice soft pass.
Nice give up right there. Nice give up.
That's what keeps your teammates running down the floor.
Yep.
Oh, and Zachary Johnson said, I had an angle. I was looking to see if I could get this one uncontested.
Ooh,
and see if we could rock
it.
this near capacity crowd right off their feet.
Well, and you kind of look at what Pinconning's doing right now. They came out of that last time out in a different look. They're in a 2-3 matchup zone right now instead of the man-to-man that they've been playing. Good call by Coach Pashik.
And very active again. Another pocket picked. As down on the floor, Zach Johnson says we're going to have that alternate possession. We're going to have possession with 1:02 left. And now, even if that possession doesn't change, Pinconning gets it to start the second half as the home team.
Yep. And that's a new rule that we'll elaborate on maybe a little bit in the second.
So they might
get
to
quarter.
Double dip, Coach.
Ooh, easy.
2 scoops are always better than one.
Yes, 2 minutes. Double mint gum.
As they move around, look at Almeida wide open.
He's
like,
hot.
You want to give it to me? It's a little set shot. And he says they back off, and I'm going to let it fly.
I tell you what, he's filling up. He's got 12 points here in the first half.
He's making it happen. 35 ticks left in our first half clock. There's a nice little 15-footer. And just a little bit strong off the glass. And it looks like Pinconning with 24 seconds left is going to have an opportunity to take a high percentage shot late as that shot goes up and fight for it. And they're going to say the ball is tipped, and Pinconning's going to get it again. They give the ball away. Almeida tries to fight to get it back, get it to Zach Johnson with 6 seconds left. That's Mr. Hot Potato.
Nice
Extra pass again.
Nice pass.
For the shot just before the buzzer going in from Lowers. And I know that makes Dad happy down here in front of us. At the end of our first half, the Pinconning Spartans outscored their opponents 20-2 in that second quarter. Back in a moment, recap the first half, set the stage for the second half right here on Bay County TV.
In the fight against cancer, you are never alone. The Covenant Cancer Care Center pledges to stand by you every step of the way. And standing with us now is MD Anderson Cancer Network, a program of MD Anderson Cancer Center, one of America's leading cancer care providers. This extraordinary affiliation gives families unprecedented access to world-renowned cancer treatment plans close to home. Together, we can fight cancer, hand in hand.
Back at the half here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdal along with you. And Coach, after a 10-10 first quarter where the boxing won and the matchup caused Pinconning a little bit of trouble, I think they made a pretty fair adjustment in the second quarter.
They did a really nice job, Jeff. They outscored the Hornets 20-2 in that second quarter. I think the big part of that was when they went to that 2-3 matchup zone right after that timeout. Kind of confused the Hornets a little bit. Pinconning was very active, good hands, good feet, got a lot of easy baskets and a lot of easy layups, and went to the free throw line and made some free throws also.
I really think that defense to offensive transition really got this offense going in the second quarter.
I would agree with that. They like to get up and down the floor, and when they do get up and down the floor, they're very effective getting those easy baskets. And then they were running that controlled break, as we like to call it, and they were getting some easy shots, some layups, but some good looks outside from the three-point line.
Patience on offense. They penetrate and dish to the open wing. The shooters know on the open wings that ball's coming. They squared up, they let it go, and especially Almeida in the second quarter, he had a lot of fun with 12 first half points.
He did a nice job, Jeff. He was able to sit down those shots. He got good looks at the shots, good passes. Good shooters want good passes. If you give them a good pass in the shooting pocket, they're going to fill it up and they're going to make it all the time.
Casey Pashik with some great adjustments after the first quarter. And again, Coach, a 20-2 second quarter, that is textbook.
Really a nice job by the Pinconning area Spartans. And we were thinking Zach Johnson was going to score a lot of points tonight. He's not getting a lot of points, but he's doing some things on the defensive end of the floor, blocking shots, rebounding the basketball, leading a little bit of the break when he gets the ball, Jeff. And in that box and one, he's kind of getting out of the way, and that's taking the defensive player out of the way, getting good penetration, dishing it. Pinconning's getting a lot of open shots.
Giving up good shots to get better shots. Very unselfish. Keep your teammates involved, even on the fast break. We talked during the first half. That's how you get kids to keep hustling when you give it up the rock.
Yeah, and they do. They're very unselfish basketball team, Jeff. Much like the Harrison Hornets. We were very impressed with the way they dished the ball there in the first quarter and part of the second quarter. But Pinconning, very unselfish, looking for the open player, wanting to get the easy basket, and that's what they did, especially in the second quarter.
Well, first half in the books. We're ready to see what the second half brings. Back in a moment with all the second half action right here on Bay County TV.
So your car is getting towed and you're not sure where to take it? Try Village Towing and Auto Repair. Our expert mechanics are here to help assist you with all your repair needs. We have over 30 years of experience with motor vehicles, so you know you're getting the best work that you can find. Stop by the shop at 2377 South Huron Road in Coquitlam or give us a call at 989-684-9607.
Back on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. As we talked in our last game, Mike, the home team always gets the first possession of the second half. And Pinconning, after that 20-2 run in the second quarter, gets their hands on the ball offensively for the first time in the second half. Boy, looking opposite, and then Zach Johnson knows that what's there, and he says, unselfishly give it up, had the backside rebound, bit the ball, put it right back up.
Wanted to get the ball to Johnson, give him a little confidence.
As the shot goes up.
Sorry.
That sounds a little better.
How's that sound? I forgot to put my headset on. What an idiot I am.
No, that's all right.
I wonder why you sounded so good.
Now I'm back to normal. As they move
keep
the
an
ball
eye
around.
on me, guys.
Again. Oh, and there's the call you don't see.
Not often.
3 seconds.
And go back to what I was saying before I had my headset off, that they made a call coming right out of halftime for Johnson to get the rock, Jeff. Give him a little confidence, get him some scoring, and he'll do fine.
Well, their ball movement has been incredible with the extra pass. Janoski just over his head, and great look again, but you got to just have it slowed down maybe.
Yep.
That was an 8. You wanted to run it at a 7.
Right, maybe even go a little bit lower than that, Jeff. Maybe a 6, slow it down. He had a lot of blue shirts below the free throw line. He could have pulled up and hit that jump shot.
Ashcroft up at the top of the key. Hands that thing off. Davis now trying to dribble penetrate, and he travels. You can come down. You just have to come down with both feet at the same time. And when you pop with those left and rights, then that's going to be an easy call for the officials.
Pinconning back to that man-to-man defense, Jeff. They're very quick, very active, good hands, good feet by the Spartans.
I just like the way Coach Paschik is using multiple looks defensively, and it's kind of keeping Harrison a little bit off stride. Janoski can't get it, but look at Levine, no body on him, and a great backdoor for the
That
two.
young man's just got a nose for the basketball, Jeff. He really does. It's fun to watch. Good backdoor. Good backdoor.
Yep, again, they've done that numerous times tonight and had some success with it.
Good coaching by Coach Hawley for his Harrison Hornets.
Little rearrangement of the scorer's table there. Those people aren't used to running for daylight. We're going to have a foul on the play as Janoski hits the ground. And, if this stays around 18 and 20 points, I think that Janoski's minutes might be a little lessened in the second half.
Yep, I would agree with that. On that last basket, DJ Levine, Jeff, he's got 9 points in the game so far.
Coach is into the game over there. Coach Scott Hawley goes, yep, that voice carries really well in the semi-empty gym.
Yeah, there's one thing about having a half-full gym, Jeff. Everybody can hear everything, even us.
And you know what, where Jim Martin is over there, that is my favorite spot on the floor. When on both ends of the floor, you're right in front of Coach. If Coach got something he wants to say, I'm all ears. You know, you got to give the coach a chance to get something off his chest, and then you get back to playing the game. As, look at this, the big long strides. Oh, he goes behind his back to Almeida, and we're going to have a tie up at Johnson. Showing us a little flash and a little flare.
Looks like the possession arrow light went out. They're going to have
Looks like Brad's trying to play the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
Can't get the possession light started because of when the player hit the table. It might have
jarred something
unplugged
loose.
it. Yeah, yep.
That's all right. Do like I do. Just keep chapstick in your pocket. And
Yeah, you told me that.
You'll know exactly which way the ball's
Well,
going.
look who got it
they're back.
running, huh?
He's the wizard.
Yeah.
Ashcroft coming down the floor right now into the offensive set. Ben Antwerp gets tied up, but they were able to get that ball back to number 5 on the play, Erskine. And trying to get the extra pass in, and Gillespie wasn't quite prepared for it, but the ball last touched by Pinconning and will go out of bounds back over to the Harrison Hornets.
Yeah, Harrison really passes the ball really well. They back cut really well. They're fundamentally very sound, Jeff. They're fun to watch. They do a lot of nice things.
Zach Johnson, total anticipation of that. Look at threading the needle. Couldn't get the shot to drop. Ashcroft is going to send it back to the big fella Gillespie. He's going to use the right hand from the left side, where he must feel a little more comfortable.
Okay.
The end result's all that matters. And we're going to have timeout on the floor. Pinconning area Spartans still up by 16 with 4:22 left in the third. Back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Over the years, he's put his heart into being your dad. He was always there to fix things. Now that he needs help, don't lose hope. Covenant Center for the Heart is leading the way in minimally invasive heart options for inoperable or high-risk patients, with the first and most comprehensive structural heart disease program in the Great Lakes Bay region. It's extraordinary heart care, close to home.
Back here on Bay County TV, very impressed with Scott Hawley. First off, the way he's dressed and prepared for the game, you gotta love. Second off, he's really teaching the basics to these kids well.
You know, it was a great conversation with him before the game, Jeff. He just has that demeanor, very calm, cool, collected, sharp dresser, looking good. Very good coach. You could tell his kids are coached very well. They do a lot of the little things absolutely perfectly.
Shot is up and missed. Gillespie just got the Windex out and cleaned the glass defensively. Ashcroft trying to go down the floor, and he was going to try a little step back, and Almeida was all over that. Trying to back down. There's a little fade away, and how about that from about 8 or 9 feet out? Erskine
with a nice little fadeaway J right there for the Harrison Hornets. That was a big basket for Harrison right there.
How
nice
about the
step.
drop step?
We're talking the same language, brother.
Coach, man, you're putting me in
2
your
games
neighborhood.
in.
No, I don't think I've progressed that far. But what? That was explosive, quick drop step, and that's on a bad ankle, so that's pretty impressive. As they're trying to move the ball around. Erskine tried to get that to Gillespie. There are those quick hands defensively. Almeida going to the hole and kisses it off the grass. Exactly right. Got to that spot a split second late. Let the shot go. It was not altered. Great no call. You're right, Coach. Yep. That's again we're agreeing. Offense, we're going to have a moving screen on Ashcroft. Yep. Oh, the official does the nice job. You wait for the players to clear. Now you bring in a couple. As coming in will be number 11, Dakota Mays, and Nathan Lowers.
Team foul number 2 on the Harrison Hawks. No fouls on the Pinconning area Spartans here so far in the second half, Jeff.
That ball kind of was an errant pass, and all three of the officials were looking to see if that ball was tipped just because of how strange it looked, but nope, wasn't tipped. It was errant, and the ball goes back over down 18 to the Harrison Hornets with 2:45 and counting left in the third. There's another one. Oh, boy, watch out for the table. We need keep everything plugged in.
we want to make sure those people over at that table got hazard duty tonight.
Ooh, I'll tell you, Coach Brad down there, varsity
Right.
girls coach Wiener, he was like, wow, I can't have another one flying at me.
And nice conversation with him before tonight's game. Coach Janoski also.
It was like a who's who up here in
I'll tell you what, I
Pinconning.
don't know if we should have been invited to that meeting.
We weren't invited. We just kind of
We crashed.
the party, and it was beautiful. Dakota Mays with a nice shot, just a little too strong. Again, good look,
Yep.
even on the miss, 38-20. As they come flying back into the offensive set. Gillespie
Good luck.
gets the extra effort off the glass.
Boy, they
Looked
missed some
nice,
bunnies
just couldn't
tonight,
finish.
haven't they?
Yeah. Well, I think that's the fact that you know Zachary Johnson's there. You
Yeah.
maybe get rid of it a
You're
split
right.
second quicker.
Good point. You're on your A game tonight, brother.
Oh, I've been working with you enough now that there's hope for me, Coach.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, you know,
We'll
I'll give myself the benefit. Look at this set shot just off the Mark Ashcroft, one and done on the long rebound. At the other end, Davis trying to dribble penetrate. Another good no call.
Yeah, I agree.
As Lowers got there just a touch late. Look at the hustle by Lowers to get back up off the floor and get down in a position where he's looking for the basketball. Janoski continues to get minutes here in the third. Love that bounce pass. Trying to flip that thing out. Dakota Mays wide open. Can't get it to drop. And Zach Johnson just hurries to the ball. Again, double iron by Janoski. Can't get it to drop. Gillespie gets the loose change 15 feet from the basket.
Good luck. Another good-looking shot by the Pinconning area Spartans.
Look at Gillespie. Now, there's a shot. He knew that Johnson wasn't on him, so he took his normal flight to the basket and made a nice kiss off the glass.
And he just reached double figures, Jeff Gillespie, with 10 points. New look for the Harrison Hornets with a three-quarter court full trap. Oh, we get
a little bit of a wet spot. No, grab that ankle. Boy, you hate seeing that. He gets up, and Ashcroft looks like he's going to maybe come out of the game. I wouldn't set him down. I'd say go to the end of the bench and go for a walk back and forth. Try and make sure that thing does not tighten up.
Yeah, keep the shoe on and stuff like that. So and he just hit awkwardly, Jeff. It was, sometimes when you see that the old Achilles injury kind of pops into your head, you see a lot of that lately. So
he almost looked like he hit a wet spot, the way he kind of went down. But
I think he's going to be okay. He's up walking around. Nice to see
it'll
it.
be 17 again.
Oh my God, yes.
Zachary Johnson is going to take it to the hole. Boy, I'll tell you, that one should have been a basket and one, as he only took one shot. And what did they call him, for travel?
Yeah, they did.
Ooh, Casey says that's Euro.
Oh, Casey's over there doing a little Euro dance.
Yes, get a little music out as Casey's going to do a little dancing.
If he would have been our age, he might have been down at Bobby McGee's doing his thing.
Coach Passion into the activity tonight. I'm going to have to tell him I'm impressed with the two-step.
He can really move it. Shaking his groove thing.
They try and get that to Gillespie. Nice job by Nate Lowers with the defense. Look at Lowers come up, gets a hand on the ball, anticipated the passing lane. Great job by Nate Lowers. At the end of three, it's 38-22, 16-point lead for the Spartans. Back in a moment for the Final Eight on Bay County TV.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Back on Bay County TV, Jeff Doden and Mike Guazdala along with you. That beautiful scoreboard. And that's the small scoreboard. The big one's at the other end. And then we're going to go down and look at something that's beautiful, too, is that Eberhard sign.
Got all the information on the scoreboard and on the sign, Jeff. And a nice little win right there by the Harrison Hornets. They won that third quarter. They outscored the Pinconning area Spartans 10-8 in that third quarter. So nice win right there for the Hornets. Like you always like to say, let's get it back a little bit at a time and win a quarter or win 2 quarters. So they did a nice job winning that third quarter point-wise.
Well, you know, as a coach, you're always going to look for some positives from your team, and winning quarters, a basketball game, tells you that they're still competing hard.
Kids from Harrison are playing hard, down 16.
As that was an errant pass that time, as Zaire tried to force the ball someplace where there was nobody from Pinconning around, and Davis was shut down on his trip to the hole. And a little floater and a friendly roll to the rim.
I love these rims here in Pinconning.
I'll say they better not have another travel here.
No.
Casey would have been doing the 4-step, not the 2.
he would have been dancing down to the end of the end line right there. Nice job with that step again. A little bit of a foul right there, but a good call by the referee.
You know, and Zach Johnson's first step to the hole is so fast and explosive.
Yeah.
Zach with a little lefty stroke. Comes up just a little bit short. That's with 7.
More legs.
Yep. He'll make the adjustment for number 2.
There you go.
Rattles the second one home, splits the pair, 39-24 with 7:20 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Ashcroft to Davis. Davis trying to take it strong to the hole with a nice move. Again, another opportunity where they get a good look and just can't finish.
They just can't complain about the shot selection by the Hornets tonight either. They've got some good looks at it. You know, and some days they go in, Jeff, some days they don't. We've talked about that many times. Good look by Janoski.
TJ Levine. Look opposite. Somebody's wide open. He's ready for it. Lets it fly. Tickles the twine.
Nice.
Levine's in double digits now. Ooh, and Levine was going coast to coast the other way. If they make that pass, he put the brakes on. But, man, he was all set to go. And Zach Johnson sends it back up to Janoski, moving the ball around. Levine's feeling it. He says, I had 2 double irons in the first 15 now. Could have 21.
Nice job right there by Levine. But you know what? Lowers ran the floor down there, Jeff, in that transition. Got to the opposite side block and kind of opened up that shot for Levine.
Zach Johnson sends the ball to Janoski. Levine feeling it. Can't get it to drop. Look at Lowers with another nice pass to Levine. And Levine couldn't handle it, but Zach Johnson from 15 says, I'll try it. Look at Lowers. You know what? If you're going to pick up fouls, when you're crashing the offensive glass, coach will not have a problem with you hustling on the glass. So that's a great foul.
That's a hustle foul right there, Jeff. And I'll tell you what, Gillespie's no small individual. Going after that ball, you better go get it because he'll rip it away from you. So a good hustle play right there.
I like the minutes Nate Lowers put forth tonight.
Yeah, and he runs the floor really well. Johnson out of the game for Pinconning.
Again, 45-24, Spartans by 21. Underneath, another good hands. And
Pinconning's got hands above the waist, Jeff. That's why they're getting some of those turnovers.
Well,
their hands aren't down by their knees.
And they're anticipating those passes, too. So trying to go into a double team, and they send that ball out again.
Double dribble.
Yep.
I thought that was a good call.
Yep, and I think that pass might have been heading to Lowers, was a little bit strong, and he couldn't, it sailed by him before he even knew it was coming. But Janoski's going to come out now and probably seen his last action for the night, up 21.
Yeah, I think you might be correct.
What?
Again.
Oh, my.
Not bad. 2 for 20.
It's a beautiful
2 for
day.
2021 is
yeah,
not bad.
I was just going to say I'm retiring. Ashcroft again trying to get that ball over as they try and feed it in again. Gillespie is trying to bang against Dakota Mays. And an offensive rebound as Dakota Mays says, I'm going to have that thing go off my leg, but he is really active, and Gillespie feels like there's 3 gnats around him instead of just Dakota Mays.
When the big fella gets the rock, there's a lot of folks in the neighborhood around here, my friend Jeff. But he's so big and strong and physical, you almost have to double, triple team him when he gets the rock.
Boy, and they anticipated Gillespie getting that ball too, and they did a really nice job defensively sealing him off. As Lowers is going to pick up another foul, and that will send the Harrison Hornets to the free throw line. They'll shoot a pair with 4:46 left in the fourth quarter.
That's Lowers' second personal team foul, number 2 for the Pinconning area Spartans. At the line, number 4. Tucky for the Harrison Hornets. Oh, Yanowski and Johnson back in the game for Pinconning. Lowers and number 20, Zare, back out for Pinconning.
Again, great minutes by both Zare and Nate Lowers. Second free throw attempt, nice adjustment, split of the 2 at the line. And the clock just now starts, 4:44 and counting left in the ball game. 20-point lead for the Pinconning area Spartans. As they're moving that ball around right now. Upkey says, I'll send that down on the baseline, and the skip pass, Dakota Mays underneath to Zach Johnson, and we know he wants to go. They're going to call it on the floor before the shot went up, so it'll be out of bounds. Again,
Nice.
neither team in any foul trouble.
Good ball movement, Jeff. One side of the floor to the other, didn't return to the same side, and Johnson did a nice job posting up. Anytime your big man puts a hand up, and that's where he wants the ball, you get it to him right there. He's going to be able to do something with it.
Well, and he uses the hip and the booty well to carve out a little space for himself.
Nothing like having the duper working for you.
Fire on the glass. Hamida with another putback for 2. Great set on the offensive glass. Nice job cutting off the back door by, there goes Zach Johnson. You know he's going coast to coast against Ashcroft, and Ashcroft has 2 choices. Foul him hard and make him earn them at the line, or let him go for the easy deuce.
Zach's going to go to the line to shoot 2, Jeff. He's got 4 points tonight so far in the ball game with 4 minutes to go exactly here in the ball game. And, we've talked about it earlier. We'll say it again. Not a lot of points by Zach, but he's doing a lot of other things on the floor tonight.
But I'd like to see the number of plays defensively where the ball is either swatted away or at least deflected.
Yep.
It's easily double digits. First free throw is off the mark. 1 of 3 at the line. Let's see if he can get back to 50%. And that one's a little bit strong. And they're going to have a foul on Zach Johnson. Nope. Nope, they didn't get that on Zach Johnson. Yep, that's who they called it. Okay. Trying to go to the hole again. Another nice look that time for Tucky. And just unable to finish. Shot selection has been good for Harrison tonight.
That's been really good. Missed some bunnies, missed some easy jump shots, but you know what? Keep working. Kids are working hard, and they're getting good luck still.
And we're going to shoot 2. As Zach Johnson, only 1 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Normally a pretty solid free throw shooter.
If I was...
As we got a timeout on the floor, we'll take a break and be back in just a moment on Bay County TV.
So your car is getting towed and you're not sure where to take it? Try Village Towing and Auto Repair. Our expert mechanics are here to help assist you with all your repair needs. We have over 30 years of experience with motor vehicles, so you know you're getting the best work that you can find. Stop by the shop at 2377 South Huron Road in Coquitlam, or give us a call at 989-684-9607.
Oh, back on Bay County TV, one of our pregame chat.
One of our favorite
extraordinaires is with Fred
information.
Janoski. Always a pleasure to be around him. Always words of wisdom flowing out freely from him.
Yes, we had a nice conversation. We had a good talk before the game with both staffs.
So 2 of 5 at the line now with the make of both here and put himself back to 50% for the line for the evening. Bend of the knees, flick of the wrist.
That's much better.
Cotton on delivery.
Much better. 6 point for Zach tonight.
As he's only got 6, but as you said, Coach, he has done a lot of things well tonight. The ball taken away. Here's Dakota Mays at the other end with a little how-do gimme. Again, another great pass from his teammates to get him the open look.
And you look at Johnson, Jeff, he plays up top again, the 2-3 matchup zone. He's not down low, that big body.
Active hands again. Nearly had a tip to himself for another coast-to-coast. And now they're going to bring in some fresh bodies, and that's a good move. Coach, when you're playing 3 times a week, they've gotten what they needed out of those first 5, and now these kids get some valuable time now, and that is huge.
Come tournament
as the clock
time.
hasn't started yet. As we're still stuck at 3:02, now we're rolling. That's always, as an official, that's the first thing I look at. It's like, oh boy, we can't extend this thing any more than we are.
You want to get in and take a shower and get home, too. You got a busy day the next day.
Yeah, tomorrow we got 3 games to ref in the morning, and then, of course, Central Western doubleheader tomorrow in the afternoon on TV, so it's going to be a beautiful thing. There's Lowers with the 3 ball, just a little bit strong. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Harrison Hornets. 2:41 left in the game, 51-25. The Spartans over the Hornets from Harrison.
Little thanks to our sponsors, Jeff, Covenant Healthcare, AAA Transport, Village Toll, and Bay City Bills. Shirts, mugs, and more, the official apparel provider, and Eberhard Signworks, located at 108 Woodside in beautiful Essexville, Michigan. Thank you, folks. We could not do it without you.
As again, the Pinconning defense is such a good job of making everything tough.
That's a big rebound right there by Lowers.
At the other end of the floor, the ball is out of bounds. Again, a good no call, little contact, but let's play ball.
I liked it.
And look at Casey over there, still working hard, coaching the kids. You got to just love the energy he brings to the game.
Love talking to him, Jeff. He's got a lot of energy when he's talking to us, and loves coaching, loves his kids, and loves his school.
Brainard on the backside. By the time he got the ball, he had a lot of company over there. And that ball tipped away, and it'll go back over to the Hornets with $1:48 left in regulation. As the ball gets inbounded, Tucky up top, sends it here deep on the left-hand wing. As again, a nice skip pass, and looked for a moment like there was a little gap there to let that fly. As they try and take that ball to the hole, the extra pass.
Nice.
That is great, unselfish for an easy layup.
Yeah.
You got to love that.
Good, nice pass. High-low game right there, Jeff. Get it high, look low, nice little dime.
Lowers underneath, could not get it to go. Again, great look, great shot, even though it doesn't go. Those are the shots you love out of the offense.
Dakota Mays back in the game for the Spartans. Dakota's had a nice game tonight. He's got 2 points, but did a lot of nice things on the defensive end of the floor and worked very hard.
He's an Energizer bunny,
yeah,
for
we
sure.
loved watching him on the football
field,
too.
Look at Lowers
nice
with the little
baby
Bambino hook. You got to say, that's the kind of shot that you practice a lot in practice to get it to go down in a game situation.
That was very quick. Nice soft touch.
As again, we're inside a minute left in regulation, and again, a little slip on the floor there. Shot going up.
He called it. He called it.
Right in unison, Coach. Take a Pulling the twine off of the expensive glass on the trifecta.
The banks are open late here in Pinconning.
Brainerd. Yes, that is a late bank to have open on a Friday night. Brainerd's going to say, I'll take a two-pointer using the same piece of glass I used on the trifecta.
That left hand.
25 ticks and counting left in the ball game. Moving it around. Lowers with a nice skip pass. Wide open look for a three ball off the mark from number 12 on the play. As Tyler Floyd could not get that to drop, but you love it when a kid from the second team that works hard makes it happen because everybody on the bench is on the edge of their seat hoping that thing drops. Playing for each other is a beautiful thing. Again, look at the triangle around. As a long three ball goes up, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. That's all there is.
Isn't anymore.
The final score in the ball game: Pinconning area Spartans 53, and the Harrison Hornets 32. Back in a moment. We'll put the wraps on this on Bay County TV. Back in the post-game show on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. After a first quarter, Mike, that was 10-10. Pinconning made a lot of adjustments and really looked sharp the rest of the way.
Yeah, we talked about it at the halftime show, Jeff. Pinconning went to that zone. It was a 20-2 run there in the second quarter, and from that point on, they just played really steady, solid basketball for the Spartans. And Almeida had a wonderful game tonight, 16 points for the for Almeida, the senior, so he led the way. Labine had 8, Zach Johnson had 6, and Yanoski had 7. So somebody else stepped up in the time when Zach and Yanoski they had some good looks, but the shots weren't going down. So Gavin Almeida stepped up and got 16 points for the Spartans.
You know, the thing that really impressed me about the Spartans is their willingness to make the extra pass to get the higher percentage shot, and that's what led to that 20-2 run when they got some easy shots and they just went into cruise control after that.
Yeah, they're a very unselfish basketball team, Jeff. You can see that. They like to throw the ball at each other, get the open shots. And Coach, with about 3.5, maybe 3 minutes ago, Coach Paschik went to that zone in the second quarter. Harrison didn't adjust as well as they thought they should, and that's what happened with that 20-2 run.
Scott Howley, though, the first-year coach at Harrison, highly commend his efforts. The kids just didn't put the ball in the hole tonight. They took great high percentage shots. But as we talked a couple times during the game, when you got people like Zach Johnson that jump out of the gym, altering those shots, that might hurry that shot that normally goes in a little bit.
Well, it's nice to have that on the backside in case you do get beat on the defensive side, but you can tell that the Harrison Hornets are well coached. They're doing a lot of things fundamentally sound. They're doing the backdoor cuts. They're passing the ball well. They play defense. You know, that box and one with Johnson with the one on him, that's a tough defense to play, but I think Coach Hawley and his kids are getting better as the season goes on, and they are well coached, you can tell.
Between him and Casey Paschik tonight, two of the best dressed we've seen this year, so we got to add them to our finalist list as best dressed.
I would say so. You know, it's not too often you see coaches dressed in suit and ties anymore, but I like the look, and we let him know that. So, and you know what? Take your hats off to the Hornets. They played 32 minutes of basketball tonight, and I like the way they play. And congratulations, fellas, you did a great job tonight.
Well, that
along with the Spartans.
Oh,
too.
yes. The Spartans did it upright and end up with a big victory. That about puts the wraps on tonight. We're going to get a quick night's sleep and be back for a double dip tomorrow with Central and Western.
Going to look forward to seeing the old rivalry, Jeff. And we'll be back in it the following week. We're going to be at Garber for girls and boys against the Bobcats. So no rest for the weary. So we're looking forward to another exciting schedule here on Bay County TV.
Well, have a great night. We'll look forward to talking with you soon.
We'll see you next time.